Hello, beautiful Earth Angels. Welcome to Earth Angels Unite, transmission number 47. Who's on your angel team? Everyone has a team of angels and guides that support your healing pain relief journey. They stand ready to assist you, but because of your free will, you need to ask for their help. It's common amongst Earth Angels to not have an awareness of your angel team until you've experienced a trauma, loss, or difficulty that leads you to awaken spiritually. Your angel team always has your highest good and highest healing as their divine mission. My intention with these transmissions is to gather us Earth Angels together to wake up, to shine your light, to spread your wings by healing the pain, the healing those issues and the tissues and those wounds. And of course, when we gather together, we are more powerful. Hello, welcome. If you're if you're here, say hi. And of course, with all of my gatherings, I want this to be a space of transformation, that you come one person and you leave another, that you leave transformed. And in these transmissions, I'll be sharing teachings from my debut book, which is over there, Receiving from Your Angels, 4 Practices to Heal Your Pain with Angel Love. Hi, Marie. Good morning. And really, and sharing a teaching from my book and an angel meditation or activation to help you to trust your intuition, to relax and cherish your body, and really to receive your next level of angelic pain relief. For those of you who are new to my work, my name is Jill Kempner, angel coach and author. And as an angel coach, what I help my clients do is to heal the pain in their bodies with the love of the angels. And, to help my clients have an angelic perspective of their pain, which begins to help to both detach and dissolve that pain, which I really love. Thank you, angels. And, I'm an energy healer. So I not only coach you on how to hear your own angels and receive their love for pain relief, but I help you to relax, release, and receive, working with energy medicine, which is so perfect because one of my cards today is energy healing work. So angel Reiki and IET, and working with crystals, of course, to transform those issues in the tissues. And so I want to welcome everyone who is going to be here live today. Hello, welcome. And all of those who are going to connect with the replay, and as many times as you do, to be surrounded in a circle of healing and compassion and empowerment and miracles. Joyful miracles, I'm hearing. And so happy, right? Happy 10/10. Many times this is considered to be an angel portal day. So I'm so happy that we're connecting today when the numbers match up, right? And numbers have such a powerful vibration and healing medicine in our lives. And then, we're on the cusp. We're moving towards a powerful new moon solar eclipse. And that happens, the height of it will be on the 14th, on Saturday the 14th, but that means it starts 2 days before. So it starts on Thursday. So we're leading towards that. And eclipses are so powerful because what happens is what was previously eclipsed from your consciousness comes to the surface. So you want to pay, as an earth angel, right? As a sensitive soul, as a highly sensitive, highly intuitive soul, you want to pay attention to what is coming up for you leading up to the height of that powerful new moon eclipse day, right? We're going to be pressing the reset button. So it's a wonderful opportunity to set intentions and create new beginnings for yourself. But in those new beginnings, a lot of times we have endings. So really paying attention to what is ending in your life, and then knowing that that's creating space for those new beginnings. So that's some of what the angels are saying about that powerful day on Saturday. And so today, we're talking about your angel team. And part of why I wanted to talk about this today, I just taught a wonderful class on Sunday at Relax for Life. It was my last public class there. I still have two IET workshops in the fall, but it was just, I just love talking about the practices in my book. I love teaching people how to connect with their angels and receive love from their angels. And we talked all about the daily devotional practice. And I think and I often get asked this question. It's one of the most common questions that I get asked. And I thought, why don't I do a YouTube live about it? Sorry, my throat is scratchy. I'm going to mute it for a minute. Okay, sorry, excuse me. And so, one of the questions I get asked is like, how many angels do I have? And then the other sort of part of that, which I feel like the angels want us to have some more clarity around, is my loved one who's crossed over an angel, right? One of my angels, or on my angel team. And so I wanted to talk about that today. And so I'm going to sort of unpack sort of who's on your team. And so when I was first studying with my teacher, Billy Topatate, I studied with her for 9 years, and I studied all about energy medicine, actually. So it's so perfect that I got the energy healing work card today in my personal reading today from Archangel Michael. This is one of my cards today, energy healing work. And I embraced the master within myself and studied many levels of Reiki with her. And something that she always talked about was your team of angels and guides, your team of angels and guides, your team of angels and guides. And I was like, okay, sure. And this is before, of course, I had any awareness of it. And it took practice, and it took time for me to develop a relationship with my team. Hello, welcome. And so, what my teacher said was that everyone has at least 13 angels, guides, and helpers, holy helpers on their team. And I was like, wow, okay, that's cool. And everyone has a team, right? Everyone has a team of angels. I mean, like, that to me was such a relief, because I had a lot of parts inside of me that felt, because of my trauma, because of the trauma that I had experienced, that I had to fix, manage, and control, that I had to rescue people, that I had to help people, and to understand, to really accept that I have a team that's helping me, and that everybody has a team. Every person, every human has a team of angels, was to me that was a level of angelic pain relief. That created relief for me. Of course, not everyone connects with their team or even knows about their team. What I said in the intro was that oftentimes it can take a loss or a trauma or a difficulty for us to awaken spiritually. We don't, when I say that, we don't have to have a loss, a trauma, or a difficulty to awaken spiritually, but oftentimes that is the impetus for going on this journey. I mean, the truth is, why I sought out my teacher, Billy, was from the dark night of the soul, was from going to the psych hospital in 2006. And then the subsequent dark night of the soul that I went through, where I was like, who am I? I'm lost. I'm ashamed. I'm scared, and all the emotions and, the trauma that I hadn't processed. And so I needed help with that. I'm like, I need a greater power here, because I'm stuck. And so, having so much compassion for wherever you are on your journey of connecting with your team, and being so gentle with yourself as you open up to these sacred helpers. That's the word I'm hearing right now. Thank you, angels. And so let's talk about that. So everyone has two guardian angels, right? And I'm going to name who's on your team, then I'm going to sort of unpack it and talk about them. And so you have two guardian angels, you have spirit guides, you have holy ancestors, and then you also have animal helpers. So those could be either animals that were your animals, and then they're crossed over, your companion animals, or they could be other animal spirit guides that are part of your team. And then we can have as many archangels and goddesses and ascended masters and keepers of the light that you call on. So in just talking about this, I can feel the energetic vibrate. I can feel our energetic vibration raise, which is so awesome. And thank you, angels, for reminding me about the angel invitation. I want to talk about that. So at some point, thank you. Okay, so again, this was a really deeply assuring message for me, that I have a team and everyone has a team. And then, of course, it left me with a lot of questions, right? Well, how do I connect with my team? And, another question is, if everyone has this angel team, well, why aren't we listening? Why aren't we getting their help? And of course, that goes to the answering the question that we have free will, right? And then another question came up for me. Well, why do bad things happen, right? Why do bad things still happen to us if we have this divine protection? And of course, that led me to ask my teacher, about my father. I wanted to understand, if everybody has this team, right? And this is something I don't think I've ever shared before. It was interesting as I was writing this yesterday. I was driving to Marquette to go visit the college with my husband and my daughter, and it was a wonderful time. And I was working on these notes driving there, and I got really emotional. Hello, welcome. And I was thinking that I'm not sure if I ever shared this little piece of information that my teacher gave me. Oops, sorry. I was grabbing my crystal. And so what I had asked was, if my dad had angels, then why was he murdered that day? And of course, my teacher, very calmly and with great compassion. This was not a judgment. This was not about shame. This was not about hurting my feelings or anything. She said that he didn't ask. He didn't ask for help. He didn't ask his team for help. That day, that moment, who knows how long. And it was a moment of sort of revelation for me. I mean, it brought up a lot of emotion. It brought up a lot of sadness. And one awareness for me that came up was the importance and the power of asking for help. And I was like, wow, this is something that we need to make part of our daily practice and our daily lives. And then two, this is sort of where the sadness came up, was just the lack of support and self-love and even awareness that my dad had, that he didn't know to ask for help or even to feel good enough about himself to ask for help. And so there was just a lot of emotion that came up for me around that. And so I want to talk about part of my mission, right, is to help people to connect with their team, right, to receive love from your angels, and not only to receive love from your angels, but to receive love from your angels to heal that pain, right, whether that pain is physical or emotional pain. That's what I help my clients do. We go in and we see, where is that pain? What is that pain? What's the angelic perspective of the pain? And how can we work with the angelic realm? How can we work with energy medicine to transform that pain? And it's so amazing. It's so powerful. And I love what I do. Hello, welcome. And so let's talk about the guardian angels, right? So your guardian angels. So angels are the thoughts and the heartbeats of God. Imagine God as this is my teacher, Kyle Gray, talks about this, and I just love his description. Imagine God as a huge heart. And every time God's heart beats, an angel is created. Imagine God as a huge mind, right? And every time God thinks a thought, an angel is created. So the angels are the heartbeats and thoughts of God. And I love to think about that like that, them like that, right? These beautiful bridges of light. And so I was getting a download. And so your guardian angels are actually two of the most important helpers on your team because they were specifically created to support you. And they have been with you since the creation of your soul, which I don't know when that is, right? But we're definitely timeless. We're definitely infinite. So however our human brain can wrap around that, but it's pretty powerful. Hello, welcome. Say hi if you're here. And so I love that about the guardian angels, right? So because of that, they know you better than you know yourself, right? They're your best friends, they're your cheerleaders, they're the ones who know your divine mission, right? Everyone has two guardian angels, right? Those are the guardian angels that are, like I said, been with you since the creation of your soul. Some people channel that we only have one. Whatever you hear, I want you to trust your intuition, right? Pay attention to your intuition when I'm sharing this. What becomes an aha or a light bulb moment or brings up emotion, right? Paying attention to all of that as you hear this. Your guardian angels are devoted to you, right? They're devoted to you. They love you unconditionally. They are your biggest cheerleaders. I love this, that they meet you where you're at, right? You don't need to change to fix something for them to love you unconditionally right now. Like they love you exactly as you are right now. It's not like when you lose 10 pounds or when don't have any more cystic acne or don't have any more pain or you figured this one issue out and then they're going to love you more. Absolutely not. They love you wholly and unconditionally and completely right now as you are. And they don't even want you to change. Now, with that said, of course, they are advocates for your spiritual growth, your spiritual healing, your spiritual journey, your spiritual maturity. But that doesn't, however, wherever you are on your journey, they love you exactly as you are. And they're really hammering that one in today. And the truth is, we want all of the guides on our team to be in that vibration, right, of unconditional love. And that's why we do that prayer. I am the keeper of my mind and body, and I welcome only those angels and guides that love me unconditionally. And we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get to spirit guides. So there's no judgment. It's just pure, unadulterated compassion that they have for you. And again, they know your gifts. They know your medicine. They know your mission. So one thing that Kyle Gray, my teacher, talks about is to actually go to your guardian angels first, even before you go to any archangels or ascended masters. And that really resonated with me when he said that. And I was so glad that I heard that from him. And so, because it's like, yeah, they're just your personal angels, right? They're your guardian angels. They're there to guide, surround, direct, and protect you in all ways. And of course, this isn't a caveat, but you need to ask for help, right? You need to ask them. So one reason that, I get a lot of times people will ask, well, why would I connect with angels when I could connect directly with God? And the truth is, we were talking about this in the class, that God and the angels are not separate, right? It's only in our kind of human ego duality plane that we separate the angels and God. But one of the reasons that to connect with the angels first is that when you're feeling stressed or you're in extreme pain, your vibration can be really low. And so it can be difficult or challenging to connect directly with God, almighty, powerful source, unconditional love and compassion. Sometimes it could just, for our ego, can be difficult. And so the angels sweep in as these bridges of light that bridge our humanity and our divinity, that bridge our soul back to the divine. And so I really love that. All right, so that's your guardian angels. So let's talk about your spirit guides. Your spirit guides. So spirit guides are a really important part of your team and can change from the different stages of your life and the different initiations that you're going through. Thank you. So there's many different kinds, and each one of them has a specialty. It's very similar to the idea of there's an angel for that, right? Well, there's a spirit guide for that, right? And they have these specialties that there's angels of writing and creativity, and there's there's spirit guides for pretty much every kind of journey, right, that you want to take. And so they stand there just like the angels waiting to help you, but you have to ask for their help, right? Um, Now, the difference between spirit guides and angels, there's a lot of differences, but there's two main differences. One is that angels were never human, but spirit guides were. Most of them were, not all of them, because there could be other dimensional realms of spirit guides that were just human. And in the fact that many of them were human, they can be silly and tricky and sassy, right? Which is different from the angel. The angels are always compassionate and loving and harmless. And I'm not saying your spirit guides are going to harm you, but they can be tricky at times. And so you have to really keep making sure that your spirit guides are working for you for your highest good and highest healing. And they don't have an agenda. And here's one thing that's interesting. This goes for both spirit guides and holy ancestors, right? That your spirit guide gets special training to be on your team. So, and this goes to the ancestors, so we'll kind of go into that. And I'm going to explain that a little more when we talk about the ancestors. So the ancestors, right? This is when someone crosses over, when somebody leaves their physical body and goes back to source, goes back to the soul plane, the angelic, to heaven, right? However we want to look at it. There's so many realms up there that we can't even begin to understand. They do not become an angel. Because back to the same thought that angels were never human, okay? And I know that, and I've heard this so many times, gosh, I have my mom and my brother on the other side right now, and my father. And so, hello, welcome, say hi if you're here. I think it's a comforting thing that people want to say to you, that you have angels on the other side, you have these guardian angels helping you. But and I often will just say thank you and receive that, because I know it's coming from a heartfelt space. But in actuality, my mom is not my guardian angel, my brother's not an angel, and that's okay, right? And I just want to name that and sort of create some space around that for you. So here's the thing, past ancestors, they may become part of your team, but it's an incredibly rigorous process and training to become a spirit guide, to become an ancestor, a holy ancestor. And they have to go through, hi, Carrie, namaste. You have to go through this vivification process to get to this certain level of service and support. Okay, so we say that sort of as a fail safe for anybody who maybe had, like, a relative pass away that wasn't always pure, or wasn't always as loving or supportive as they could have been in their human form. They're not automatically on your team. Okay, so I just want to reassure you of that. You only want to work with those enlightened ancestors, right? Who don't have an agenda and want nothing from you, right? Because sometimes, again, you don't cross over and become a saint. You don't cross over and become an angel. You still have the ego personality and all the parts and everything that still need healing and help and support and love that they're going to get from the divine realm. And so there could be agendas, right? And we want to ask that, again, only those angels and guides that love you unconditionally, that don't have an agenda. And then ancestors with an agenda, you can actually ask them to leave. Yes. You can ask them to leave and get the help that they need. And that can be, right, because you were the keeper of your mind and body. And so this is only just a tiny little bit about it, because I want to get to the different parts of your team. And then, and I talked about the animals, you know, again, animals can be loved, your companion animals who have crossed over. Or it can be the animal medicine spirits. I know this month I pulled the raven, and I was like, oh my gosh, the raven shaman. And I got so many messages about being a shaman, a medicine woman this month in October, in the shadow month. And of course, these eclipses coming up too. So I know I'm working with the raven medicine this month, and those can change. Your spirit guides can change. Your holy ancestors can change. Your animal helpers can change. The only ones that don't change are your guardian angels, right? Because they're with you since the creation of your soul. So that's also why we want to go to them first, and then the rest of the team. Yeah, although they all work together for your highest good and highest healing. And then we go into the archangels and ascended masters, right? The archangels and ascended masters, here's what's so amazing. And our human ego puts limits on this, right? Because we can't understand the limitlessness of spirit while we're in our human form. Is they can be with everyone who calls on them simultaneously. Archangel Michael could be with all 7 billion plus, I might have the number wrong, humans on the planet right now at the same time. I mean, that's amazing. I love that. Right? They're limitless, and they're unconditionally loving, right? They are only here serving unconditional love. And that's another reason why we want to call on archangels and ascended masters and goddesses and keepers of the light to be on our team, because they can add that extra cushion, that extra level of support that actually support the spirit guides and the animal helpers and the holy ancestors in staying devoted to the mission and devoted to your mission and your holy mission. Thank you for that download. Here's the thing, right? We have to ask for each situation, for each issue, for each pain. And that's where sometimes we get tripped up because we forget, right? And their help, here's something they had me write this down, so I want to read it. Their help is instantaneous, but our human ego may not be able to perceive it immediately. And so it's so powerful to learn who are the archangels, who are the goddesses, who are the ascended masters, who are the keepers of the light that we can work with to vivify our team, to empower our team to be at its highest level in each moment, which of course is then going to feed into our own energy field, and then our energy field into our physical body. So many downloads. So grateful to be talking about this today. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have if you want to put them in the chat about your team. And I hope this brings some clarity and really, again, that sense of relief, because, you know, your mother, your father, your children, your siblings, your friends, your coworkers, your employees, your students, your clients, all have their team of angels. And true teachers, true masters, true healers always send them back to their own team, always send them back to their soul and their own team. And so that's what my coaching programs are all about. It's empowering you to hear your own angels. It's empowering you to heal yourself. And yeah, I'm going to be a support along the way, sharing energy medicine and insights and downloads and intuitions and healing and all of that. But I'm doing all of that to help you feel empowered in your own medicine, in your own mission, in your own heart, and in your own soul. So yeah, thanks for that download, angels. All right, let's do a short meditation to connect with your team. And here's what the angel said: to meet your team, if this is the first time you're ever meeting them, or to connect more deeply with your angel team. So go ahead and close your eyes if that's available for you, or just soften your gaze. And just breathe. Let your breath bring you into the present moment, which is where your angels are right here, right now, sending you love. And ground, feel the connection from the crown of your head to your heart, and from your heart to your roots, and from your roots to the earth. See your energetic roots like roots of a tree flowing through your legs, through the soles of your feet, through your earth star chakra, through the layers of the earth to the heart of Pachamama. And I'm really feeling selenite and azurite and black tourmaline, green tourmaline, lapis lazuli, and any other crystals you're connecting with. Just feel their loving support. And with this energy of being so grounded, invite your soul here. Invite your soul to lead the way. And your angels to light the path. And then we consciously and lovingly, intentionally invite your beautiful angel team to be here. And they're reminding you, they're actually inviting you to soften, to relax. Actually inviting us to relax a little bit before we consciously invite them. So relax and cherish your body. Softening your muscles from your bones physically, relaxing emotionally, space for all of you, relaxing mentally, space between the thoughts, between the breath, and relaxing spiritually. Whew. And so inviting your beautiful team of angels and guardian angels, allies, beloved ancestors, all of the master teacher guides, the Reiki guides. And we welcome the archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Ariel, feeling Archangel Sandalphon and Archangel Metatron, Archangel Raziel, Archangel Zadkiel. We welcome all of the keepers of the light and ascended masters and goddesses who can most serve you at this time. And we welcome the holy light of God, source, creator, creatrix, and all of the healing angels to be here now. With hearts filled with gratitude, we thank you for guiding and protecting us with your healing light for our highest good and highest healing. You are the keeper of your mind and body. And we welcome only those angels and guides, angels and earth angels that love you unconditionally. And so just breathe and notice. Notice how you feel in your body. Notice the sensations. Notice the vibration. Notice the lightness or anything that you notice. And just feel this gratitude for their presence, for their love, for their support, for their healing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so now that they are here, surrounding you in a circle of love and healing, we want to devote to them. So bringing your hands to your heart, the gateway of your angel's love. So you can bring one hand there or both hands there. And it's okay if when you do this devotion, you don't do it every single time, put your hands on your heart. But when you have the availability to, the angels recommend it because it makes that grounded connection to your body, to the present moment, and to your heart center. The alchemical space of unconditional love, the sanctuary. And so we devote, I am devoted to receiving love from my angels. Now just pause, relax, and receive. Open your heart. Open your heart to your angels' love. Again, I am devoted to receiving love from my angels. And just breathe as your mind, your human mind, aligns with divine mind, opening up to brilliant ideas, to divine solutions, to creativity, to miraculous healing, to instantaneous healing. And one more time, I am devoted to receiving love from my angels. And in this moment, I'm feeling this energy of spiritual relaxation, right? We welcome spiritual relaxation. So as you surrender your pain into the arms of your angels, you can simultaneously receive their love and devotion for you. And we call on Archangel Michael and Archangel Ariel to light up your personal team. I'm feeling also Archangel Haniel. Thank you, Haniel. Haniel was the angel who helped me to see my team for the first time. And so they're shining their light on your team. And as this happens, two things are happening. One is that you're beginning to, again, release and surrender. So surrendering your pain, your wound, your blocks to the arms of your angels. That worry, that stress, that issue in the tissue, that anxiety. Just let it go. Let it release. And as you surrender that, your body may twitch and shudder, your emotions may rise and fall. You may go into a deep state of stillness. It's all perfect. Feel the safety nets of releasing here. To release cushions of comfort. So you only have to feel a tiny little bit of the pain or the wound or the trauma as part of the integration process when you're working with the angels. Breathe. Release only when ready. That your angels know to what degree you're ready to release. So if it's a big, huge release and you're crying and you're shaking and all of that, you're ready for it. If you're in the space of healing without feeling and you're going just, it's very quiet and still, that's okay too. It's all perfect. And feel the spaciousness of no rushing, the infinite spaciousness of soul time, Kairos time, angel time, soul time. And really there, as you are connecting with your team and receiving their love and receiving their devotion for you, feel the timelessness of your soul. I feel that's what they're reflecting to you right now. And as we receive that, there's this beautiful release of anxiety. There's this big release of the anxiety of, I need to figure it out. I need to hurry up. I need to get this done. So anxiety, pressure, pushing, it's all releasing. As you connect with the timelessness of your soul and the ancient wisdom of your team. And so thank you for your love and presence, beautiful angel team. And I'm willing to release my pain, release my fear. I'm willing to learn the deeper meaning, the deeper lesson. So receiving and trusting your intuition. So trusting what you see, feel, hear, know, sense, and smell in this sacred moment in time. Receiving all of the impressions and messages and medicine from your team, and just filling up. That's what they're saying. Just filling up with your soul's love, filling up with your angel's love, filling up with divine love till your cup is overflowing. And they're saying that if to connect with them more, right? We're going to ask them for a sign that you can count on. And when you get this sign, you will know they are giving you a message. So we're just going to ask, thank you for letting me know what are the signs that you're getting my attention, that you want me to slow down and listen, that you're sending me a message that I need to receive. And so we just ask for that sign. And again, willing to understand the deeper meaning of this experience, of this issue, of this wound, of this pain. I'm willing to learn the deeper meaning. I'm willing to learn the lesson. I'm willing to receive your love more than I've ever received before. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to receive. I'm opening up my claircognizance at my crown, my clairvoyance at my third eye, my clairfragrance at my mouth and throat, my clairaudience at my ears, my clairsentience in my belly. I ask that all of my intuitive channels be opened in balance in harmony to receive my team's love and support and messages. And again, asking for a sign. What is the sign that you are getting my attention? That you want to give me a message? I'm willing to connect with it now. And it's okay if you don't get the answer right now, just be gentle. Just gentle with yourself. It will come. If you ask, you will receive. And remember, sometimes our ego can get in the way, and that's okay. It'll come when you're taking a shower, or in a dream, or when you're walking the dog. And so feeling this deep gratitude for your team, just receive a final infusion of love, a closing infusion of love and devotion and compassion and blessings from them. And I'm feeling this promise, this sacred promise, I will keep listening. We're promising, I will keep connecting, I will keep listening, I will keep opening to you, to your love, to your support, to your healing presence in my life. With hearts full of gratitude, we bring our hands to our hearts in prayer mudra. And we bow to each other. We dedicate all the healing that you received today to all our relations in all directions of time. And really, I feel like you can really see your team and feel them so much more. Feel them, see them, know that they are bowing to you with love and devotion and compassion. They're so happy. They're so joyful you made this time for yourself to connect with them. As we seal this meditation with a namaste. Namaste, my friends. Okay, that was amazing. I'm going to pull a card for you. Okay, that was so fun and so wonderful and so beautiful to connect with your team. I just really felt this just comfort and support and love and gratitude. And so thank you. And feel free to ask any questions if you have any. I'm going to be at Sacred Ground, which is a beautiful crystal shop in Arlington Heights, next Saturday, October 21st, from 2 to 4:30 p.m. It's going to be Crystals, Angels, and Intuition 101. And I'm so excited to share the practices in my book with you, and how to receive love from your angels, and how to work with crystals to deepen and strengthen your angelic connection. And we're just going to have so much fun. And this class is open to all levels, but definitely and especially beginners. If you're just starting out, if you need that support of the community, I'd love for you to join us. Our last class was almost sold out, so enroll soon, and I look forward to seeing you then. All right, let's pull a card. Yay! All right, how is it that you are really feeling like trusting your angel team more, is what I'm hearing. And I worked with this deck in my class, and there's a card that's flipped over, so I want to fix it. Oh, that was so funny. I swear I saw one turn around. All right, how is it that you are trusting your angel team to the next level? Trusting and receiving from your angel team. Yep. Have no fear. I love this card. Number 14. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. So don't hold back from connecting with your team. Release the fear of connecting with your team, of opening to your team, of asking for their help. Every time I look at this card, I see something different. I'm seeing the sword and the beams of light coming out of the sword, and there's a full moon up there in the top that I'm being drawn to. So Archangel Michael, yay. Love this. Thank you. Yes, you mentioned selenite and holding, yes, heart selenite during meditation. Yay. Your heart pumping strong. Good. I love that during the meditation. Thank you, Carrie. So glad you were here, and thank you for sharing. So remember, release the fear of connecting with your team. Have no fear. The angels are here. And I will see you soon. I'll be back next week on the 17th, and then I will be at Sacred Ground on the 21st. So I hope to see you soon. Mwah. Namaste and love, everyone. Bye. Thank you. Bye, Carrie. Bye, Marie. Bye, Lauren.